Hey y'all, so I wanted to get on here because I haven't been on here in such a long time, but I just feel like, it's about that time that I get back into how I used to do things. Before, I got on my spiritual journey publicly, I was, doing my own thing with working out and way back in the days, I started blogging, but because of being afraid of getting sued and whatnot, I decided not to blog or whatever. So I'm back on my shit. I'm back on my shit because I was like, you know what, I have a lot to say. I have a lot of unsolicited opinion about what I think about what's going on in today's news. So we're gonna start off with the whole Nicki Minaj and Meg the Stallion situation. Both of them are great artists. Both of them are very talented within their own way, within their own right, because they have a certain demographic of people who they entertain. And I like both of them in their own fashion, in their own way. And it does something for me in that respective space that I listen to them. And I think they're both talented women. I think they're both very beautiful. But I just hate how things are going with the two of them. Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and Meg on the track. It would be like a beautiful thing. But of course, you can't have everything. And unfortunately, as a spiritualist, I will say this. I do feel like the industry has a lot to play in all this, by pitting artists together, by pitting women together, just for their own agenda, whatever the case may be. To see how it'll play out, knowing that they'll lose money if, one or the other doesn't do this or doesn't do that or hate on the other one or whatever the case may be. Not just the industry, of course, the court of public opinion will also do that as well when they feel that, something is way more than it should be or whatever the case may be. So they'll egg it on. But it's very unfortunate to see both these women going at it with each other. Now, the big question is, what side of the coin do I stand on? I stand on the side of morals, if that makes sense. And some of y'all will be like, you're Team Meg. Look, I'm a hottie, but I'm also a Barbs. I have my moments. But what I do not stand and what I will never support is somebody literally kicking somebody in the face while they're down. Talking about their dead parent or whatever the case may be. Look, whatever that person did when it comes to their family, that's their business, especially if they didn't really hurt that family member because that family member is not here anymore. But it's not your place to kind of, drag a situation and throw it in their face and make fun of them and weaponize your fans to do some shady stuff like, some of the Barbs or whatever were going to go to Meg the Stallion's mom's grave site to do whatever the hell that they're going to do. And, come on now. It's really fucked up. That's really messed up. Hopefully YouTube does not take that down. Please don't take that down. That's really messed up. But anyways, I don't agree with that. I think that is very poor, in poor taste. I think it's very classless. And anybody that supports that type of behavior, I do question your morals. And I would hate for that to be you one day. I would hate for you to be in a situation like that and somebody decides to terrorize you after you have lost a parent or a loved one. Maybe it's your child or your spouse or whatever the case may be. And then, granted, you may have not been the best person in the world, but for somebody to kind of keep throwing it in your face that you're a liar, you lied on your dead relative or whatever the case may be, that's not their business. And if you did, that's between you and that spirit and God. As a spiritualist, I will say that is not very smart to disrespect the dead that way, to disrespect their dead relative that way, and to weaponize your fan base on that, because what you're essentially doing is you are putting a curse on yourself. You're putting a spiritual target on yourself. You may not see it right now. You may not feel it right now. And if you are feeling something, you'll probably think, oh, it's just a common cold. Oh, it's just this. Oh, it's just that. But really, you have disrupted the dead by participating in these. And disrespecting the dead in the spiritual culture is not good. It's a no-no, because that you're essentially putting a bad omen on you. So be careful with that. That's why I don't listen to the song where it says, oh, your dead mama, your dead mama. I'm not saying that. That is a ritual within itself. I'm good on that. I'm not going to conjure up nobody's dead mom and piss off the dead or whatever the case may be, because you don't know what's coming for you when you do some dumb stuff like that. So with that being said, like I said, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with that behavior. On a spiritual level, the repercussions is not that great. But I will say one thing though. Nicki Minaj keeps referring herself as to Roman. You know, there are people out here who do walk around with other personalities. You will call it a personality disorder, a multiple personality disorder and all that kind of stuff. But people really actually have other parts of them that are actual attachments, or there are also demons. So when somebody say, oh, you know, something's taken over me, or some people use personality disorder, or they'll lie and say, oh, it's the other part of me, whatever the case may be. But there are actually people out here, celebrities included, who are walking around with multiple personalities. And a lot of times they're not good. A lot of times they are not good. That's like the negative side of you. That is like a, you know, very demonic personality. Now, it's not in a demonic personality in a sense where it's going to take over your body and, you're going to start turning into, I don't know, a horse or deer or whatever the case may be, or, like the Exorcism movie or anything like that. But you start participating in weird behavior. So with the alleged, and I would say allegedly, with the alleged drug addiction that Nicki Minaj, or people have said about Nicki Minaj, her personality, the mean girlness, the constantly want to be, what's that word, praised, wants to be the center of attention and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that is a form of something that's inside of her that just cannot let her be at peace with where she's at, because she is a barb. But Nicki Minaj, or Onika Mirage, doesn't know that, because that other thing that's in her is telling her, nah, fuck them. Whatever the case may be. I'm not sure what bridge that she burned where she can't even get a Grammy. Does she really need one? Absolutely not. It's literally to me, it's a, elite type of thing. And me, I when it comes to elitism, I kind of put that in the same category as, white folks, white supremacy, I kind of put that in the same little category, because not everybody fits that style, and not everybody should be in that space, because it really originally wasn't for us. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents. I know I haven't been on here, but I wanted to get on here and just talk my shit, like whatever, and give my unsolicited opinion about Hollywood, politics, current events, just whatever the case may be. But way more to follow. That's just my 2 cents on that. And what I foresee with that situation is that I foresee that, of course, Nicki Minaj is still going to be making her money. Unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of people who are afraid to stand up against Nicki because of the public humiliation and embarrassment. Not because they like her. A lot of people don't like her. Even the people that, Barb, the celebrities that are barbs, they're not really barbs. They just don't want their shit aired out. They don't want their business aired out. That's really what it all boils down to. They don't want to air it out. So what they're going to do is they're going to play it safe. A lot of people are going to play it safe because everybody's getting exposed. And the ones who either are minding their business are playing it smart, and they're playing it safe because they don't want their stuff aired out. And y'all already know a lot of stuff has been coming out about a lot of celebrities who are on that bull crap. Yeah, so there's going to be a lot more of that. There will be a lot more people exposed. Now, as far as Megan, she's still going to make her money. She's still going to be a hottie. She's still going to do her thing. Eventually, she will address the whole Nicki Minaj thing. I just don't see it anytime soon because Meg is one of those people who likes to move in silence. But she will address it, but she's going to do it in a creative way. And she's going to act like it doesn't bother her, but I mean, of course, as a spiritualist, I see right through her. She was crying. She was upset. Probably, whatever. Hopefully she's not going back to bad habits, but hopefully she is pushing through because a lot of people now see right through Nicki, like the people, who needed to see right through Nicki. I mean, the barbs are going to be the barbs, but certain people in the industry, I mean, she's just shooting herself in the foot, but since she has a loyal fan base, the fans are going to ensure that she is successful. But the industry, half the industry don't really deal with her. She can say she can make a phone call, but really, they don't like her. They really don't like her. She is a diva. Okay, she is a diva. But she's still going to be successful because of her fan base. Her loyal fan base is the reason why she is relevant. Her music are doing numbers. She is making monies because of her loyal fan base. That is all. The industry, if they could have ended her, they would have ended her a long time ago. They would have been happily wanted to end her. They would have done it if they could. But because of her loyal fan base, they can't. Meg has a loyal fan base. I'm still trying to figure out Meg's fan base though, because with Meg's fan base, I'm just trying to see what demographic of people really rock with her. I rock with her. I'm a millennial, and I think the young hotties do. I'm not sure about the baby boomers because I know some of the boomers and the older generations rock with Nicki as well as the newer generations, but I think Meg is missing something that can get her really out there. But anyways, best wishes to Meg. I think, her song Hiss was a hit. Girl, it was a hit. It was better than the other one, the other song that you made. With the snake and stuff. I forgot what it's called. See, Meg, that song, visually it was beautiful. It was amazing. But the song, I forgot the song. I don't even know the song. Yeah. I don't know, Meg. I don't know. You're very talented. I like Hot Girl Summer. I like the Hotties. I like their old albums. But this one, we're going to see. We're going to see. I'm going to give it a chance. Okay, Meg? Because I am a hottie. Love you. I think you're talented. And I'm glad that you came out with your other videos and you talked about that you were in a really bad place and you did some of those things that you did, but you want to move on and you want to heal. I'm so happy that you said that. That means that, maybe you can get some of your morals back or whatever, but do I agree with it? Absolutely not. I'm looking at you like, girl, you done went too far. But then again, who's perfect? Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. But anyways, y'all stay tuned. I plan on doing more of these videos where I give my unsolicited advice as a mambo, as a spiritualist, as a tarot reader, as whatever you want to call me. I'm somebody who is a diviner, okay? So I'm tapped in. And we're just going to talk more about these celebrities. In this room, of course, this room is one of my spare bedrooms. Yeah, one of my spare bedrooms. Because, yes, your girl. For those of you who think I'm in a basement, no. But anyways, one of my spare bedrooms. I'm going to set it up and it's going to be a wonderful... But anyways, y'all have a good evening and stay tuned for more.